Hello everyone, welcome to the 8th event of the Krystal Marble League. It's block pushing. You can see the fan stands packed out there, as here's the track for block pushing. The goal for this is obvious, push the block as far as you can, and the furthest combined score of 2 runs out of 4 pushes will be your total score. So your 2 best runs will be calculated for your final score. As we see a test run there. As we move on to Heat 1, Chocolatiers, Hornets, Gliding Glaciers, and the Foresters there, and Gliding Glaciers got much the better push out of everyone else as they go again switching lanes for that. But this time it will be the Chocolatiers getting the best run, not as good as Gliding Glaciers in the first run of the day, but onto run 3 of this heat. Who will get it here? And it's the Hornets. The Hornets just leave everyone else in the dust. The other 3 teams very far behind. Onto our last run of this heat. And this time the Foresters will get it. But it is the Gliding Glaciers who will do the best out of this heat. So we move on to our second heat. Oceanics, Solar Flares, Jawbreakers, and the Liners. And it will be the Solar Flares who get off into the lead here. And on to our next run of the heat, who will get it here. And Solar Flares once again doing well. Oceanics there very far behind the rest. And now we move on to the third run here. How they do, and it's the Oceanics this time getting a really good run here. And final run of this heat, how will they do here? And it's going to be the Solar Flares once again, I believe, and the Solar Flares will jump up into the lead in the standings. On to our next heat. Balls of Chaos, Green Ducks, the Pinkies, and the Crazy Cat's Eyes. And it is the Balls of Chaos who push the furthest here, are current leaders in the standings overall, as we go to our second run of this heat. And the Pinkies will get the win by a mile here. And on to the third run now. And the Pinkies once again will do very well. And that could be in contention for the lead. I think that is the provisional lead so far, though I'm not quite sure. Crazy Cat's Eyes get it here. And yes, the Pinkies will jump up into the lead over the Solar Flares and Gliding Glaciers. And on to the final heat, Team Primary, the Pacific Pinwheels, Team Galactic, and the Hazels. And Team Primary will get it here, just leaving everyone else in the dust. The Pacific Pinwheels didn't even reach 50, and that is not very good for them, but they still have 3 other runs to make it up for here. And Team Primary once again doing really well here. But will that be enough to beat the Pinkies, though? Let's see how they will do that. This time the Pacific Pinwheels getting a good run in here. But it won't be as good as Team Primary thus far. As we move on to our final run of the day, how will they do? And it's the Hazels who will get the best push here, but Team Primary will take the gold in block pushing. Pinkies get the silver, and Solar Flares taking bronze. But how will that shake up the standings after this event. It will be the Hornets taking the lead by 4 points over the Balls of Chaos. Foresters behind in third. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for triathlon.